The 14th Annual Practical Activism Conference occurred on the 22nd of October. Celebrating and teaching means of social justice-based activism, it was a day-long student-led conference that featured activist Eddie Zhang.
But it's my honor to be in the presence of the future of the world.
And spoken word poet and UC Santa Cruz alum, Teresa Sagatanu.
Here's to the work ahead. We got a lot of work to do, but I have a lot of hope that we can imagine a world in which all of us can live freely. Because no one's free until we're all free, right?
We want to make sure that students find that motivation or passion for an issue that, maybe they weren't very aware of it at first, but those people can take action, and we provide the tools so they can get involved, and that's really the purpose of practical activism.
We sat down with keynote speaker Eddie Zhang to talk about what practical activism means to him.
Well, I came here when I was 12 years old, and I settled in Oakland, California. I wasn't fitting in school. I wasn't learning anything because I didn't understand what the teacher was talking about. And so I made a series of poor choices where I got kicked out of school, then became a chronic truant, and started engaging in some of the criminal activities. So when I got arrested, and I was charged as an adult and sentenced to life in prison. I've been a slave for 16 years under the 13th Amendment. In 1996, I really learned how to read and write. I read my first history book, A People's History of the United States. When I learned about other people's culture and history, then I was able to learn about mine and the intersectionality of those culture and history. Then it helped me to find my identity and solidify what I want to do with my life, which is to service the youth and the community. If we're able to truly cultivate their self-love, then we're able to recognize the humanity of any human beings that we encounter.
We also had the chance to catch up with guest performer Teresa Sagatanu to learn how she uses poetry to pursue social justice.
It was actually through the campus TV show on campus where I saw them broadcast an open mic at Cowell. And I was like, what are they doing? What is spoken word poetry? What are these people performing on my TV screen right now? And that's what sparked my interest in writing my first poem in my dorm room at College 10.
Race is the rent I pay for this skin. So the belief that racism doesn't exist anymore, especially in my own major, is when I feel the foreclosure of this home taking my knees from right under me. You can't claim that racism doesn't exist if you never know what it means to survive.
I've been able to use this art form to be able to share my story, teach people what they don't know, and also really stand in the power of my voice, because I'm realizing that the more I do this, the more I'm realizing how transformative and life-changing it is, not for just me, but everyone I share my story with.